got around me a full chakra set. This is a 6 to 12 inch chakra set, frosted bowls, quartz crystal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through each individual bowl and just show you what they sound like, how they look, and tell you a little bit about them so you can see and hear them for yourself. So I'm going to start over this side with, this is a 7-inch bowl, A note, so it's third eye chakra, and it sounds a little bit like this. So the beautiful thing about these bowls is that they need very little pressure to be able to create the note. And then when you've stopped playing, they'll keep ringing out for you. So the smaller the bowl, the shorter the ring out, but you'll notice as we go up in sizes, the longer that these particular bowls will continue to resonate out. Some up to say 30 to 40 seconds at audible length, audible volume. So the next bowl we've got here is, this is an 11-inch D note sacral chakra. So this is a bit of a thicker bowl because of the note and because of the size. Again, very little pressure to create that first note. And when you play it, if you start off with a strike before you start running the mallet around it, it just helps to create the note easier. And then if you want to vary the volume, you just vary the pressure, how much pressure you apply to the quartz crystal. So that'll just keep ringing out. And the note will stay the same. So that's a 440 Hertz D note. We'll just leave that to ring out just for a moment. So whenever you're buying a chakra set, it's important to know what hertz it's in, whether it's 440 Hertz or 432 Hertz. And the reason that's probably most important is if you want to get bowls later on to add to your collection, you know what frequency they're in, because if you get a 432 Hertz and you try to match it with a 440 Hertz, it won't work. So just to be conscious of what frequency you're buying your bowls so that you can know which ones to add to any future ones. So this next one we're going to drop down in size, and this is going to an 8-inch throat chakra. And there's a few types of mallets out there that people like to use. There's the acrylic ones, or suede as people kind of refer to them as. There's these wooden ones with the rubber sphere on the end, and then there's the crystal ones that have the silicone sleeve on them. It doesn't matter which one you prefer. I prefer these ones just because it allows you to get the smallest point onto the surface to create the sound, so you don't get as much of the noise of the mallet scraping across the quartz. It just makes for a cleaner sound. So that one will ring out longer than that one, just purely because it's a bigger bowl, it's got more opportunity for resonance. So now we're moving up to the far end of this particular set, the 6 to 12 inch. This is a 12-inch C root chakra. So you'll notice the difference in thickness of the glass here. of the quartz crystal, and the depth of the sound, which will in turn affect the resonance. Less effort you have to put in to get a bigger sound. And this is what's perfect about big bowls in chakra sets and in sound baths, is that you get to feel this kind of volume of sound that fills a room and surrounds you. So these bowls are really the standouts when it comes to a sound bath, these bigger bowls. So that'll keep ringing out for another 20, 30 odd seconds. So the next one we've got here to the right is the solar plexus. This is an 11-inch bowl. So you can see it's actually this is a 10-inch bowl. It's a 10-inch solar plexus. This is an E note. Stop that one vibrating. You can hear the waves of sound building and receding. And again, that'll continue to ring out for a little while. So these final two in this particular chakra set, we've got ourselves here a 9-inch. Might pick this one up. 9-inch heart chakra F note. So all of these can go much louder. The reason I'm playing them at this level is just to be able to record the sound so it doesn't distort on the recording device. But as I said before, you can play these louder by just simply applying more pressure to the actual bowl with the mallet. And that's still ringing out now. So a good indicator of good bowls is the note staying even, the resonance ringing out for some time, and just the ease of use, the ease of play. It shouldn't take much work to be able to create a note on a set of chakra bowls or an individual bowl. So this final bowl we've got here is the crown chakra, B note. This is a little 6-inch bowl. These are the trickiest ones to play. I would recommend, if you're ever going to play these, or even the 7-inch or even the 8-inch, is to put them in your hand rather than have them on these little guys, just because of the notes, especially for these ones. These are thinner bowls than these ones, so they don't have as much weight, and so when you play them, they might tip and move and makes them harder to play. Whereas if you can hold them in your hand, you can hold them steady. Makes it easier to get the note ringing out. And then you can start playing them together, because they're in the same frequency because they're being produced by the same place, and because they've all been tuned the same way from the factory. They can all work together. And as you build the frequencies, that's when you get to be able to begin to create what we refer to as a sound bubble. A wall of sound just surrounds you. And just begins to work on the different chakras. And it's not just something that you work with energetically, but it's also something when you experience it that you can actually tangibly feel. You can feel the sound waves all around you and working through you as well. So that's a 6 to 12 inch frosted chakra set. Any questions, anytime, to just contact oracleshopnz@gmail.com.